I've been a musician since I was a baby kid, since 5 years old, studied jazz and classical music all the way up, and was talked into law school by an entertainment law professor named David Lang at Duke University. And I studied, got the LSATs under my belt, did all right, and so I decided to go to learn about the entrepreneurial side of the arts. I knew I wanted to be in music, but I wanted to be an artist entrepreneur. Heard about this concept in Southern California. I heard that there was a club where more people came together and started new businesses and all of that than in a boardroom. I never verified it to be true, which is the funny thing, but I love the idea. And when I spoke to this wonderful jazz club in Pittsburgh, Dow's on Ninth, it's owned by two musicians, Al Dow and Etta Cox, I said, let's try. They said, come here and play and let's try to attract new people. I said, let's try this idea about jazz networking for the innovation communities. And we started that up in May of 2001. And it's become kind of a cult event.
Yeah, I've been involved in Entrepreneurial Thursdays really since day one, and my role in it has changed over the years. Right now, I do a lot of the backroom stuff in terms of booking the people that we interview during the show. In the beginning, I was also running sound when Jess was performing at one of the clubs, and the guitarist left, so I was playing guitar with her for about 5 years. So my role's kind of evolved as the show has evolved.
Trees of green, then roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
We wanted to do a networking event that was kind of a jazz networking thing that had two purposes. One, support a jazz and blues club, one of the last remaining in Pittsburgh. Two, bring people together innovating who normally want to connect.
Networking is the lifeblood of entrepreneurship. Being able to get your name out there, telling people what you're doing and how you're doing it is the only way to really grow our name, grow our brand, and grow the foundation.
Whether it's nonprofit, corporate, incubators, and a lot of funding sources, whether it's venture or angel groups we've had in. I think we've really covered the waterfront.
The role that Entrepreneurial Thursdays has played for us has actually been pretty massive, because this was the first venue where we publicly announced ourselves to the people of Pittsburgh.
We have Carnegie Mellon represented on the stage. We also have Duquesne University. So step out here just for a minute, Mary.
Teach the capstone course in the Entrepreneurial Studies program. We are doing consulting for a small business right here in Homestead called Zero Faucet.
In high school, I was introduced to the word entrepreneur, and I knew that's what I wanted to do in my life.
The Pakistani ambassador to the US and to the UK were there, and we announced on the signing publicly that we are acquiring a broken plant and we are rehabilitating it and putting it back online.
Give everybody a hand, Annie, a hand for fellowship. All right.
Well, jazz is a wonderful form of music when you want to talk about startup, new businesses, and entrepreneurship. It's a wonderful form of music that has a lot of things in common. One of them is there's some basic structure. You know you need to do certain things, but then you need to improvise off of the form. It never goes according to business plan, new businesses, and the startup. And there's a lot of emphasis on being yourself, coming up with a unique idea. There's something that you have a lot of passion for, and then really running with that and having flexibility.
The nature of the music being jazz, I think most people regard it as somewhat sophisticated, and it attracts the right kind of person. And I think we've really found that people like the environment.
Oh, they create a great atmosphere. They make you get into the mood and be curious about what's going on.
One of the most innovative musical art forms is jazz because of the improvisational nature. Not just the hardcore improv and scat, but even just the way you speak, is the way you sing, is the way you play, is something that's unique to yourself. And it talks about hopes, dreams, challenges, the blues, and all of that, and starting a business is similar.